So for our lesson plan, teacher 1 will be the general education teacher, and that will be Bayleigh Davis. Teacher 2 will be the special education teacher, and that will be Madison McCauley. And teacher 3 will be myself, and I will be an observer for a collection of data, and my name is Bayleigh Culbertson. This is a first grade level lesson, which we will be orally producing CVC words through blending. Our lesson objective for today is when given a list of 5 CVC words, the student will demonstrate understanding of spoken words, syllables, and sounds by orally blending the single syllable words with at least 80% accuracy as measured through summative assessments. Students have been learning on what it means to be an active listener, blending sounds, segmenting sounds, sound isolation, and counting skills. The learner will demonstrate their knowledge of the prerequisite skills by chorally responding correct answers when asked. What did I say we were learning today? What sound does S, M, A, T, N make? Let's clap for every sound we hear in the word hat. Let's say all the sounds we hear in the word dog. Great job, everyone. Way to notice all those sounds in the word dog. There are 3 levels of learning which are addressed during this lesson. Fluency. This lesson will address fluency of the concepts of blending spoken syllable words, single syllable words, as students practice through reading the words, then orally producing the word. Generalization. The students are working on generalization of orally producing words through blending by practicing the words with a paraprofessional instead of the teacher. Maintenance. Students will continue to read and orally produce words by blending throughout the school year.
So there are some modifications for the focus learner. The focus learner is a student who has visual impairments. He needs to be seated in the front of the class during the whole group instruction. He will sit with the teacher 2, who is myself, to provide increased support. Teacher 2 will provide enlarged words, give him a copy of the enlarged words. He cannot see the board well enough to sit alone during instruction, so he will be sitting with me and we'll be going through what the teacher does together. In addition, he can work with a peer during the formative assessment if he wants to.
We have 2 types of assessments during the lesson. The first would be formative, and during guided and independent practice, students progress towards lesson objectives will be measured based on student responses to teacher-posed questions throughout the entire lesson. Students will first use choral responding. During the formative assessment, teacher 1 will pose questions. Teacher 2 will work with the focus learner on the teacher-posed questions, and teacher 3 will observe the focus learner during independent practice between teacher 2 and the focus learner. The second will be summative. Upon closing the lesson, student will be independent with a worksheet with 4 CVC words. The student will sound out the word, cut out and paste the picture that goes with each word. The observer will collect the worksheets as the data for the summative assessment. During the summative assessment, teacher 1 will be providing the instructions and providing reinforcement to the whole class during the whole group instruction. Teacher 2 will be with the focus learner and providing reinforcement during the whole group instruction. Teacher 3 will be observing and recording data on the focus learner. Then collect data on the whole class's responses during the summative assessment through the independent worksheet.
All right, everyone. 1, 2, 3. Eyes on me. Learning to blend sounds together to form a word is important to help you become a fantastic reader. What is important to do with sounds to form a word? Great job, everyone. We are going to blend. If you cannot put the sounds you know together to make a word, you won't be able to read it fast and clear. We don't read words like cat. We read it fast and smooth and say cat. Words are everywhere. Can someone give me an example of when knowing how to blend sounds together to form a word would be useful? Great job. You do have to be able to blend sounds to form a word when reading street signs. First, we will review segmenting sounds. I'm going to write 5 words on the board, and then we'll sound them out together. So here's the first word. Let's look at each sound. K, at. Let's do it one more time. At. Okay. Let's look at another word. Sh, ooh, sh, ooh. The third word, b, g. Let's say it together. B, g. Great job. Let's look at our fourth word. M, a, t, ch. Say it again. M, a, t, ch. Match. Good job. And this word. What's the first sound in this word? Good job. R, a, g. Frog. Good word. See how we didn't say the words quickly and smoothly? That's because we're segmenting the sounds and not blending them. Great job, everyone.
While Bayleigh is modeling blending, I will be passing out toy cars, whiteboards, and markers.
Everyone, please hold your cars still until Bayleigh passes them out. Remember, if you have any questions, raise your hand and ask them at any point. Now I'm going to model how to blend the sounds together to form a word. First, we will drive through slowly and say each letter sound. Then we will drive faster and say them smoothly. Now, watch me blend together each sound in this word. Sun.
While Bayleigh is modeling to the whole class, I'll be working with the focus learner at the same time. So we're going to look at our first word that I've written, and we'll go through just like Bayleigh did. Now we're going to blend it together. Sun, sun. See how I blended each sound a little faster each time? So we were able to say the word quickly and smoothly. So that's blending, whenever you can go through that really quickly and blend that sound, those sounds together.
Before we move on, what questions do we have? No questions? Okay, let's look at another word. Here's our next word. Let's take our car. So everyone, you can bring out your car. And let's look at each sound. M, a, p. Now let's use our car and let's go through each sound. M, a, p. Mop. Now remember, we try and read how we talk. So we will move the car faster to read the word. And that's how we read in real life. So in reading words, we must do the same thing by blending each sound together. Let's try one more together. Let's look at each sound. K, a, t, k, a, t. Now let's blend them together faster. Cat. At, cat. Great job.
All right, so for guided practice with the focus learner, I will be doing that at the same time that Bayleigh is providing guided practice to the whole class. During this time, the observer will be recording data on the focus learner while I'm providing this instruction. Okay, so what questions do you have? No questions? All right, so let's write down the first word. And we're going to blend those sounds, okay? So I wrote M-O-P. We're going to get our toy car, and we're going to put it right here on M. And we start here and we're going to blend these sounds together. M-op, m-op. Okay, now we're going to blend. Mop, mop. Great job. You blended that perfectly. Now let's try one more together. Okay. So we start right here and we blend each word or each sound together. Cat, cat, cat. See how I blended those? Great job.
Okay, now everyone turn to the person to your right, and that's going to be your partner, and you're going to discuss your answers with your partner. So everyone take out their whiteboards, and we are going to write 2 words and put them in a triangle, just like mine. So first, write this word in a triangle, just like mine. Okay, now take your card and everyone practice driving through each sound and blending them together. And then when you're done, you're going to share with your partner. Great job, everyone, practicing with your partner. Now, everyone draw a quick picture of this word. Now, let's try this word. Try in a triangle shape like mine. And then use your card and blend them together. Egg. Now we are going to complete a short worksheet. Everyone, please get out your scissors and glue sticks. The directions say to sound out the word, then cut them out and paste the picture that goes with it. Please raise your hand if you're confused or if you have any questions, and Ms. Culbertson will collect your papers when you are finished.
All right, I will be the focus learner's partner during independent practice. Okay, so we're going to write these words on your whiteboard at the same time that I'm writing them. You're going to write them in the same triangle formation like I did. So write this word. So I'm going to give you a minute or two to blend these words. You can draw a picture if you'd like. Okay, perfect. You read those words perfectly, just like you would if you were saying them. I also love your drawings. Now I'm going to give you a short worksheet, and you're going to need your scissors and glue sticks. The directions say to sound out the word and then cut and paste the picture it goes with. So do you have any questions? Do you understand the directions? Okay, great. Let me know if you need any help. Whenever you're done, Ms. Culbertson will collect your papers. Thank you for turning in your paper to Ms. Culbertson. You did wonderful blending words today. Now we're going to watch a short review video so you can go back and sit in your seat.
Wow, great job sounding out each letter sound and blending them together to form a word. Now we're going to watch a short video so we can review what we learned today.
Monster Math presents addition.
Do I need to share my screen? It says I can't share it.
So it won't let us show the video, but you can click on the link that we've provided, and then we were going to give them just a short worksheet to take home and to complete and remind them to bring it back to school with them tomorrow, and then we'll go over the homework.